Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. Another lovely day. Let's talk about this. It is Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. Now, try not to laugh too much, honestly, especially if you just had breakfast like me. So we just got another economic report, and it's horrible. Imagine my shock, but it's kind of funny what they're doing. So we got this durable goods order report this morning, and guess what? It declined, but it declined less than expected. So it's great. This is just fantastic. You've got to be kidding me. Again, I dare you to try to make something like that up. It's great. It declined, but it could have been worse. This, who knows what this means? It may be enough to push the stock market to yet another record high today. It's such a freaking, I'm just going to say it, it's a shit show of truly epic proportions. People, look, we have a trade deficit here in the United States that is literally at nightmare proportions. Factory activity cratering. I mean, you can't make this stuff up if you tried to. But, you have to be made to believe that everything is just fantastic. So you go out and borrow and you go out and spend. And we know how that's working out. We have consumer debt, personal debt at record highs. People are getting strangled to death in this thing that's going on around us. It's really true. Anyway, so on the back of yet another round of bad economic news, that could have been worse. So it's really good. We have stock futures now that are slightly lower. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. Crude oil is catching a bid yet again, over $68 a barrel, going higher. All right, lovely. What a run in crude lately. It's been astonishing. In my view, we knew this was coming. We knew it because I told you. I said crude is going to get a bid and it's going to be a big one, but I had no idea it was going to do like 9% in 2 days. I don't think anyone would have predicted that. Anyway, we have a dollar right now that's slightly stronger, so there's a slight fly in the ointment here. So we got crude oil doing well, stronger dollar, not so good. All right, 10-year yield stable. Okay, that's positive for the market, and of course, the Fed's balance sheet that's going to continue to balloon on an epic scale here. Anyway, so that's the setup this morning for the market. Cryptos are under some pressure right now, and people, like I said yesterday, I said it looks like this was going to happen. To me, I love it. Okay, I love to see this because nothing goes up in a straight line without a pullback, a little consolidation before making another move higher. And I sincerely believe cryptos are going to continue to march higher big time. Right now, gold and silver are under a little pressure as well. Okay, whatever. You know the story with gold and silver, why we're holding it. We're not trading this. And I know from the emails I get every day, so many of you are frustrated about it. I don't know what you're really expecting with regard to this. Like I said, we're not trading this. We understand what we're doing. Okay, we're betting against the debt hyper bubble, which is again a monster, and the risk on environment. And clearly, we are in a risk on environment, meaning cash moving into stocks and equities. This is going to flip over at one point, and it's going to flip by design. It's not just a matter of it's just going to happen by accident. Nothing is by accident here. Okay, so when you have an environment like this, risk on, and because in this type of environment, certain assets become suppressed. Well, that's why we're doing this. We're acquiring suppressed assets, which are actually rigged to the downside beyond the point of belief at this point. We know who's doing it. We know why they're doing it. So let them play their game. We're going to play our game. Period. The end. Here, look, the richest people in this country, the major banks, the investment banks, they're all holding this stuff. And that's another reason why, or maybe the main reason why they're keeping prices suppressed here, so they can buy these risk-off assets at a discount price to the highest possible order. Okay, and see, what we're doing here is we're mimicking what central banks are doing, what investment banks are doing here. And in case you don't know, the investment banks are buying cryptos pretty much across the board, and that really had a lot to do with the rebound off of the low. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Henceforth, another reason why I was saying buy this stuff, pretty much at the low here. We know what they're doing, okay? You and me are really playing this game, because that's all this is, exactly like, let's say, a Wall Street investment bank is doing it, okay? Holding hard assets, buying cryptocurrencies here, trading the market. This is what we're doing. What we're doing is mimicking an investment bank, really, for the most part. Anyway, so the story here this morning, pretty straightforward. Another round of bad economic news that, of course, could have been worse. You can't make that stuff up, but that's the truth here. We are in an environment of an economic free fall with debts and deficits hyper-ballooning. The U.S. economy is shrinking at an astonishing pace. Our debt to GDP ratio is literally out of freaking control. So with that said, it just allows us to know what we're doing. Like I always say, look, I'm not going to deviate from this. You all know that. The plan that I have for myself, and I hope you all are following with me. I mean, of course, do your own research, but understanding what you're doing. Like, look, when I say something out here, when I come up with, okay, this is what I'm doing and this is what you should be looking at, you got to look at it from the perspective of what should you be doing, okay? Is what Greg's saying, does it make sense to me? Or is Greg just out there? And I should be, of course, borrowing. That's what they want you to do. Should spending because we're in a booming economy. You can't possibly make this stuff up anymore. But that's the dystopian environment that we live in. It's so twisted, and you all know that if you follow this blog. But there's the opportunity. There's where it lies, people, in realizing the situation and then saying, okay, what do I need to do about it? Taking action, like I said yesterday in the title of my video. Now is the time to take action if you haven't already, okay? Betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank, acting like an investment bank, doing what they are doing. And that's what we're doing. Period. The end. There's really no difference, honestly, between my personal philosophy on this market and everything connected to it, and yours, if you've been following this blog, because we're pretty much mimicking what they're doing. And I think it's the right place to be because they don't lose, and we're not going to lose either. This guy here loves you a lot. Please share this video. Get it out there. See you at the end of the day.